1, 2, 3, 4.
I am R. Brandon Long alongside Todd Obendorfer, and we are the Banyan Collective, arts and adventure podcasting since 2010. This episode includes an interview with Moscow ballet soloist Mariaa Yevdokymova. This episode is supported by the Union Creative Agency.
Union Creative Agency is a stakeholder-centered design agency focused on infusing creativity, culture, and strategy into communities and organizations. Union Creative Agency works collaboratively with clients, community partners, and stakeholders to understand needs, envision an ideal future, and build a pathway to success. We believe arts and culture are keys to catalyzing better communities, organizations, projects, and endeavors. With successful collaboration as our key driver, we work intimately with our clients, partnering organizations, and stakeholders to create projects designed for impact.
Union Creative Agency has a local influence.
Yes, they were responsible for the Ogden City Master Plan for the Arts and Culture, as well as the Master Plan for the Nine Rails Creative District. For more information about Union Creative Agency, reach out to unioncreativeagency.com.
Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking, but we gonna do what they say can be done. We got a long way to go, and it's short time to get there. Hey, I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run.
Okay, so we got, so our first Nine Rails Arts podcast episode in Banyan 1, Inside the Monarch.
Right, and so Banyan 1 right now is what we're calling the
Trailer.
The trailer that's within our studio space.
1960 Aristocrat.
Right, I like the Aristocrat. It sounds fancier. It sounds like we should have like a big monocle on our window.
Well, we duped a ballet soloist, so there you go.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew, with Onstage Ogden.
Onstage Ogden.
I should say thank you again. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did well. She could not be nicer.
She was fantastic, staying right down the street at the Bigelow, and didn't hesitate to come into our trailer, oddly enough, inside the Monarch building. And so Mariaa is a soloist with Moscow Ballet. She'll be in town for the upcoming presentation of the Nutcracker. In
November.
And you can go to Onstage Ogden, or they own the nutcracker.com.
Yeah, and you can get tickets through that as well.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Well, shows all the tour dates, which is funny because they're all over the world, and then Ogden.
I kind of like the sound of that.
Right?
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
But we learned a lot about her. We learned a lot about ballet at a very young age. We learned that she is essentially learned English for this first trip over to the States.
Yeah, and she did pretty good. So you'll notice, like, when she doesn't understand what we're trying to ask questions, and she's giving us I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what that means. Well, so before we even started the podcast, and this isn't even on the podcast part, but we had, my daughter was here and two of her dancer friends, because they made a part in Ballet West in Salt Lake for the Nutcracker this upcoming season.
Different Nutcracker. Russian Moscow Ballet, it's different. Right. So, but Ballet West version, there's the lady that comes out with the giant skirt, and then she lifts up the skirt and the children come running out. And so I said to Mariaa, like, oh, my daughter, she's part of this ballet, and this lady lifts up her skirt and the children come running out. And she gave us this look like, what kind of ballet are you? Yeah. I have a feeling the Russian version is just a little different.
Yeah, just a little different. So we're super excited to chat with her here, and man, it was a great way to kick off Banyan 1 Studios.
Yeah. No, it was fantastic. And the fact that she was staying just next door at the Bigelow, everything was just absolutely perfect. So have a listen, see what you think. And there will be more to come from Banyan 1.
This is Mariaa Yevdokymova. I've been practicing the last name, and I don't think I said it right.
Wow, it's a really, really difficult
It's
to say.
Yeah,
try it. Do you have it written out?
You have to.
Okay, no. We'll learn.
We'll learn. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Yevdokymova.
Yevdokymova.
Yeah.
Yevdokymova.
Mova. Yeah.
Yevdokymova.
Yevdokymova.
Yes.
There's a big key in there. KY.
Okay.
Yevdok.
No, why? Yevdokymova.
Yeah. Yevdokymova.
Kymova.
Kymova.
You got it? Yeah. It's got a little attitude.
Yeah, you gotta have the attitude with it. Okay. There's no way I can nail the last name.
Yevdokymova.
I'm gonna have you say it.
Okay, it's not a problem.
Okay. All right. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Should we just
Let's jump right
into
in.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we are hanging out. This is officially the first Nine Rails Arts podcast in Banyan 1
At the Monarch.
at the Monarch, and we are kicking it off with a bang because we have Mariaa.
Yevdokymova.
I like that was
perfect. You
seamlessly.
see that? Yeah.
Brandon has been practicing all day.
Just great, Brandon.
Yes. So you might ask yourself, all right, well, who is Mariaa? Well, thanks. We want to thank Onstage Ogden for bringing her into.
You're
town
most
here.
welcome.
Yeah.
We're very happy to bring
Yes, very much so. So Mariaa premieres this year as a Moscow ballet soloist and audition director. She started dancing at Classical Dance Ensemble at just 7 years old, studied there till she was 14. In 2012, she attended Odessa College of Arts and Culture, named after K.F.
Dankevich.
Yep. And there she studied under choreography teacher
good,
Mikhail
Petukhov.
and a people's artist of Ukraine and a former partner of famed ballerina Mariaa.
Plisetskaya.
Okay. Mariaa spent a year and a half teaching young children classical ballet at Odessa Ballet School. She toured with the Royal Russian Ballet, Classical Russian Ballet, and the Kharkov.
Yeah.
Yep, I nailed it. City, opera, and ballet. In 2017, she toured China with the Royal Russian Ballet and has also toured to India, Holland, Belgium, Poland, basically all over the world, performing Swan Lake and the Nutcracker, more than 30 awards, and performed on the stage of the National Theater in Lviv, Odessa.
Yeah. National Theater. Opera and ballet. You know,
Where
that's-
have you not been?
I don't know. She's been everywhere.
Well,
Almost.
I have never been in Brazil.
Oh, yeah.
So
You
I
can
hope,
pull off Brazil.
but I hope in May I will perform
Yeah?
in Brazil. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I hope so. So
And
I
if-
have many plans.
And if I can mention that, your age now is 22. So nicely done. You've
Yeah.
been very busy since age 7.
What did I do before 22? Not that much. I was dancing all over the world.
She's been telling me all the places she's been, like India. She's been all over Southeast Asia, China,
Yeah.
Mongolia.
Yeah.
Mongolia, they go to tour. I mean, it's practically next door, I guess.
So what brings you to our little mountain town in Utah,
Yeah.
Ogden.
Ogden?
Why are you in
And you
Ogden?
could even start this, Andrew. yeah.
Why are you? Why is she here? Or
Yeah.
why? Well, we
How
are
did that whole
bringing in-
process start? Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Mariaa is here. She is coming ahead of our annual Nutcracker that we present over at Weber State right after Thanksgiving. We're bringing in the Moscow Ballet this year to do that. They do the Great Russian Nutcracker. And talking with other people, it's really interesting. Well, anyway, we'll get.
I
into
guess
that
it's different from what
It's
we've
very
seen.
different, right?
Yeah.
The Russian is very different. We keep talking about Clara being Masha in Russian.
Yeah.
And the little, what were you calling those little kids?
Buffoons.
The buffoons do not appear, at least.
We said the girls that come out from under the dress and things got weird. So
It started sounding weird.
Yeah.
Well,
But it
so
makes
it's
perfect sense.
much fun. It's much fun. Yeah, it's my first time.
Well, they
So-
do the Nutcracker their own way.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And,
different.
and they make it there, and one of the things, it's still the same music, it's still the same story, and kind of all that. But it's a great cultural exchange, and actually that's what we're doing here today with Mariaa. She is
Cultural
in town.
exchange.
Cultural exchange. Yeah. Well, yeah. She's been getting it.
She's been getting the Ogden culture.
The Ogden culture. Yeah, I think she's been having a good time. Today
Of
she was
course.
over at Weber State doing a drawing class. She posed in all kinds of ballet poses. She looked so uncomfortable
Did
at
you
times.
take those pictures?
The one on...
You did, Todd?
No, Todd.
I
Those
came
are
and visited.
beautiful
Yeah, you
pictures.
did very well.
Oh, thank you so much.
Have you done that before? Pose for drawing classes?
No, it's my first time. It's my first time, and it was really, really difficult to pose.
It's not
to
easy,
put your
no.
hands up, and you must stay 5 minutes without move. Yeah, so
Without moving?
yeah, without moving, and it's really so very
And
difficult.
you chose very difficult poses to hold more than the 5 minutes as well. And so I'm sure
Those
that.
are real ballet poses.
Yeah,
and she
but now I
wanted-
left before you could see the drawings. Were you able to see the drawings after class?
Yeah, well, we will see, and after that, I take pictures. Yeah, take pictures because for me it was really very interesting. What will be in the end? Yeah, so which picture we will have in the end. So of course, drawers. They are so really very cool.
They were really very creative, and it
Yeah,
was
and
really cool.
and I understand that it's really very difficult. So you have only 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah, to draw person, yeah, who's in pose, and this pose, so they was really very difficult. So they did a really great job.
Yeah, and
Well,
so
they
after
had a
5
great
minutes, then
opportunity.
she changes her pose
Yeah.
to something more comfortable, or equally uncomfortable, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she was doing.
Well, you did great, and what a good opportunity
Yeah.
for the students, and
Yeah.
a nice opportunity for you as well.
Of course, so it's a really very great. So if I understand right, it's the first time for drawers. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah.
It's,
So
they've never drawn dancers.
you said right. So it's a great opportunity for them, yeah, to draw ballerina, and big and great opportunity for me because for first time, yeah, I think I did not bad job.
Yeah, you did great. And I think one of the great things about bringing a ballerina into a class like that is I think what I learned was that the students actually just take turns posing. And their
Yes.
idea of posing is they just sit in the chair
For
and
this
they
for this
draw.
level of drawing, that's
Yes.
typically the case. So this was a treat.
Yeah.
With the costume as well, which is beautiful and has the fantastic folds around the outside. And so for an artist, it was just a fantastic opportunity for
Do
them.
you feel inspired? Are you going to pose now?
In the costume.
In the
as well.
costume? Yeah.
In the exact same costume.
Yeah, same costume. So if you have an extra one that he can wear,
So nice.
You look around the next time you come out.
Yeah.
We'll pose
Yeah.
both.
But what a fantastic opportunity. And so when did you come into town?
She came in on Monday afternoon.
And so today is Wednesday. So what have you done?
Tomorrow at 3.
Oh.
Well, what have we done before? So we've done the drawing class.
Yeah.
And what else did we do today?
today.
After that, we went to university. Went to university, and there was event New Horizons. So for teenagers. So what will do? We firstly. A little bit warm up. After that, I explain how.
Oh, this was over at Youth Impact.
Yeah.
where we
So
had a
it's
program
it's very bad that we didn't have time. So we, if we will have more time, we will learn some combinations of variations. So we have Russian variation, and I think it's really nice for American children. Yeah, if they will learn Russian combinations in variation, in our variation. Russian variation, and after that we learn Russian, so we learn numbers and animals, and I think it was fun.
Trailer.
The kids
Is there a
enjoyed it.
Russian word for trailer? Camper? Camper?
It's well, it's difficult. So it's translate trailer. Yeah.
Just roll your tongue. And
It's a
we got
Trailer.
it. Yeah,
So
trailer.
it's trailer.
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 That reminds me. I heard you speaking today, and you were talking, I think, to your boyfriend, and I heard you use
Yeah.
the word teenager, and that made me say, is there not a Russian word for teenager?
Teenager.
Okay.
So we
we go.
have many
She was working with teenagers tonight.
foreign words, yeah. So
Yeah.
and of course we use these words. So for example, okay for us it's okay too. So teenager. So it's the same.
So there were some girls here earlier tonight, and
They
they
were not
asked you-
teenagers.
They were not teenagers. They're young. My daughter's here. She's 9.
Mm-hmm.
They asked you questions, advice for dancing. What did you tell them?
So I tell them that firstly what they they must work so very hard. So I said it doesn't matter how many hours you have to practice. If you have 2, 3, 4 hours, so it doesn't matter. For ballerina, it really doesn't matter. You must practice every day. You must practice so hard. And if you have, and I said if you have choice, what you can do, go for a yard. Yeah, go to the yard and play with friends, or you understand that you can spend this time in ballet classes. Of course, if you know that you want to be more professional, more success, you must choose ballet.
So work. What is that?
Work.
What does the work involve? Is that like on the bar or different dance? Like what are we doing? Like for each, like is it certain repetition?
Many different combinations in the class. Many classical combinations. You must learn many rules. How to do this, because ballet don't like people who didn't think. So firstly, you must think what to do. After that, stand up and do it. Because if you'll do it without brain, many big things can happen. You break something, or
that
tear.
happens to me all the time.
So
you have to think.
I need
of
to
course,
think
of course.
Yes.
Ballet firstly is think. Only after that, practice.
They say that about podcasting too.
Oh, I don't doubt.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's
practice.
Yes.
Hey, hecklers out there.
How do you get to Carnegie Hall? A lot of the musicians that we work with for outreach and dancers and things, that's inevitably, I always ask them that when we're in front of kids and things like that. How often do you practice? How long do you practice? And inevitably, it's some ridiculous hour, like 9 to 12 hours every single day, and not off on Sundays. And that's how these people are able to operate at the level that they are, and everything.
But now that you're professional, how much do you practice now? Still
the same. If I have, so now I work like audition director, and for example, if I have 3 times, in hotel, I spend in gym, stretching. So I again do it one more time, because ballet is I can't say that it's sport. It's art. So it's art. And if you miss some days, so it will be so bad for you. So you must always practice, always do something.
So were you working out in the Bigelow Hotel in their gym?
Of course.
Our partner, the Bigelow Hotel. How was their gym?
So very nice. I always run, always stretching. Always work with my hands. So look like this.
What do you lift weights?
During my stay, during I stay in USA, or what?
Or just as general ballet dancer.
Just your exercise. Do you use like weights?
Of course, we lose weight, but I don't know. During my month and a half in USA, I lose 4 kilograms. I don't know how, but
Ballet
here
dancer.
We need more beer. That's what we need.
Well, she's been over to Tona twice today, actually.
Oh, Tona's good. Huh?
So, yes, she's discovered Tona in Ogden, certainly.
That's a good discovery.
Yeah, all right. Well,
all right. Well, how long are you here?
So, in the United States or in
Ogden?
Only for 3 days. So, tomorrow I must leave.
And then when's the performances?
The performances are November 29th and 30th, right after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and that's Saturday.
Tickets available.
Tickets are always available.
But tickets are available only at Onstage Ogden.
Onstage Ogden, yeah. We saw some weird ticket reseller or something shady online today. Somebody was trying to sell our Moscow Ballet tickets through another site, and that is not the site you want to buy. They'll just rip you off and keep your money.
Which we don't want that.
Yep, onstageogden.org.
Is that legit? If you go to
actually, if you do go to and actually, this is one of the great things about the Great Russian Nutcracker Company is they own the domain nutcracker.com.
Yeah, we talked about this. So I said, we have Mariaa coming in the van, Todd, and she's a ballet performer from Russia in the Nutcracker, and they competing with Ballet West in Salt Lake. And Todd says, after a little research, messages me back and says, kind of competing because they own Nutcracker.com.
They own the Nutcracker. Yeah.
So they own the Nutcracker. I'm like, well, maybe it's not competing, but it's a different performance.
It's a different performance.
And different performance. And again, you're going to discover new things that you haven't seen. We've been bringing the Ballet West up. It's a wonderful production. They just revamped it last year with new settings and costumes and things like that.
A new really good buffoon named Isla. You should go to see her. Yeah.
Just to see her. Yeah. But the Ballet West production has been we've been doing for a long time. So they're going up to Alaska this year. So we're bringing in these guys. And
I'm excited.
Yeah, you'll see something very different, but also, same.
And it's at the Ostad.
And it's in the Ostad in the big theater.
Mariaa, what do you do when you're not doing ballet?
I relax.
What is that? Like Netflix? That's it.
Relax. It's
skiing. Did you say skiing?
No. I'm afraid of ski because
you can't break a leg.
Yeah. Because I tear my ligaments.
This is worth a lot of money to you right now.
When I didn't dance, when I have rest day, I did nothing. So I have relaxed from ballet. So you must understand that if you want to be professional, it doesn't matter you will have rest days or not. So it's always it's always practice. It's a really hard work if you want to be success, if you want to be famous. So for example, for me, during 1 year, I have only 10 days rest day.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And during these 10 days, I know that I will maybe not fall asleep. No. I want to travel. I want to travel, look like tourist. I want to see more interesting things. So maybe Bali. So maybe Bali, yeah.
Well, you're young, so what's the big goal? Have you reached like your goals already, or do you have something else you want to do in dance?
If the next step.
The next step.
Of course, my level always must
improve.
Yeah. High up.
Yeah.
Of course. So it's not the end.
It's not the end.
It's only start.
I know. I can tell. That's great. So
we need to go back just a little bit. And so you started at age 7.
Yeah, when I was 7.
And so did you start at 7? You saw a dancer and you were inspired by the dancer.
Well,
what got you started?
When I was 7, so I can say that during 1 year, I didn't understand what I'm doing in this in this studio. So during 1 year, I didn't understand that I dance classical ballet, and only when I was maybe 10, 11 years old, I began to understand what is classical ballet, what I must do, how I must do, and in 14, 15 years, I entered in college. And I think my professional way in classical ballet, is maybe start when I was in college, because I worked with the famous greatest choreographer. So he gave me, he taught me more. He gave me more advices. He practiced with me every day. So I must say really great thanks for him, because now I'm here, and it's all because he did everything for me.
So I know it looks like it, but Todd and I don't dance.
Well, not that kind of dance.
Not that kind of dance. Yeah, we dance, but not
when no one's looking.
Yeah,
when no one's looking.
Disco dancing
in the club.
In the club all day.
Tear that up. Yeah.
And all night.
All night.
But I have a dancer here, and I like to have the dancers ask a question because they know more than we do. So do you want to ask the question?
So what different dances do you do, or do you just do point and ballet?
So
that's a great question.
I dance only classical ballet because I think that if you want to be success, you must understand that you must choose only one thing. What do you want? And work only with one thing. So if it's ballet, so work with ballet. If it's step, work with step. If it's swimming, work with swimming. But not choose many kind of
So not even a different style of ballet. You're one specific style of ballet.
So only classical.
Only classical.
Only classical,
Wow.
because modern, well, is not mine. It's not mine. We had in college, we have contemporary, classical contemporary. So, and it was really very awful. So I understand. Yeah, classical ballet is mine.
Okay. Did you have another question, or was that it? That's it. Okay, that's a good question.
Oh, that was a great
Yeah,
question.
it's a really good question.
Thank you, Anna.
Yeah,
do you
because-
have any other
Because-
dancers
because-
in your family?
No, I'm first.
Just you.
I'm first. My dad, he's sailor, so he is captain. My mom didn't work. My mom didn't work. So my sister, she played the piano. So when she was so young, now she's wife. She's wife and has 6 beautiful children. So, but yeah.
6. Yes.
Yes.
That's
So-
cute.
Yes. So do you remember the first time you performed in front of a large audience?
Of course.
Yeah?
Of course. I remember it was not Cricket 2. So I performed.
Oh, it was? Wow.
Yeah, I performed. My first time it was in Donetsk. So it's Donetsk is Ukraine. And I remember.
I said like I know. I don't know where Donetsk is. Yeah, but Donetsk, Ukraine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's west. It's
That's
west,
right.
west, west,
That's
west
what
of
I was
Ukraine.
thinking.
She's
Totally
never
thinking
heard of
West
Ogden
Ukraine.
in her life
Yeah,
either, though.
Yeah.
So, and I performed, I was Snowflake, I was Party Children, and I remember it was my first time, and I was so excited. So I remember this feeling. I remember these emotions. So every time, and after that, for me, it doesn't matter if I tired, yeah, and I understand, but I must go on stage, yeah, and I must perform. And this feel after performance, yeah, finish, and when the audience stand up, begin clap, and they are so excited too. They are so really happy, and you look at the audience and you understand that, yeah, it's your work. You love your work. So it's the most greatest. So yeah, I remember this feeling, and I don't know how, but during many years, yeah, I remember this feel. So every time after performance, I feel this. I feel it. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Again, we're speaking with Mariaa
Yevdokymova.
Yevdokymova.
Yeah.
It
was a little
So
sunny.
in Ukraine we have really difficult last names, but I can say that my last name in Ukraine it's much longer, really.
That's why I'm having a hard time. Yeah. It's the rest of them are easy.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming to Ogden. Thanks for spending time with the kids up at Weber State with the bigger kids. And then with the Youth Impact, that's a big deal around here.
Yeah, we had her at Birch Creek Elementary
good.
just yesterday
Yeah.
for all day.
Oh,
She
wow.
worked with several hundred kids. Was
I think more.
even more, possibly millions of children yesterday. I'm sure it felt like that after a long day.
Okay, so when you go back to Ukraine and you tell family, I was in Ogden, what are you going to tell them about Ogden?
Firstly, I will tell them that people in Ogden, they are fantastic. They're really fantastic. They are so really friendly. I think it's really important to make friendship with people. Yeah, if you came, yeah. So for me, I came from Ukraine. So we have different cultures. We have different things, yeah, in our mind. But I think it's really very cool. So. Thank you so much. You're so really very friendly. Yeah.
So Todd, we now know someone in Ukraine. We can go there and just look up Mariaa. I'm like, hey, we're here. We're in Ukraine.
So
Where are you
I
at?
well, I live in the south of Ukraine. So I live in a city which is near the Black Sea. So every summer we have million tourists which come to see our beautiful theater.
idea. Yeah.
Our beautiful theater.
And what's the name of the city?
Odessa.
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 Oh, yeah.
So
Beautiful.
I think we're going to see a bump in our Ukraine audience.
Oh, yeah.
After this,
Yeah, I think so
for
too.
sure, yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
and the Odessa-Ogden exchange. We could be
I'm
twin
ready for
cities,
it.
sister cities, or
I'm ready for it.
whatever. Yeah.
Do you have, okay, so you've been to America before.
no, it's my first time.
This is your first time.
It's my
This
first.
trip.
It's my first time to be in the United States. It's my first time to be look like audition director and to be a soloist in Moscow Ballet. And actually, first time to work with Moscow Ballet. It's my first time to practice English. So
She's having a huge
This is your
year.
first English, and you're on a podcast.
It's my first time.
This is fantastic. This is my first Ukrainian last name. But that's all right.
Congratulations. Well, I think now might be a good
But you did
time.
a great job.
Oh, horrible.
So this sort of leads into my question. Do you have any questions, anything that really confuses you about United States or Americans that we can answer?
Yeah. I have one question. So, but
She's going really fast. She's got it.
Yeah.
I have one question. So for me, it's very interesting. People in United States, it's official for you to wear a gun. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh,
yeah.
God, okay,
Yeah, here we
okay.
go. Yeah.
It's
So-
official. Yeah. Let's just jump right into politics.
No, well, in certain places.
Yeah.
Okay, and if somebody come to your private place, you can go out and begin attacked with gun.
You can defend yourself.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah. In your home, you can defend yourself with a gun.
Okay,
Can you not have a gun in Ukraine?
no.
No guns.
No guns because it's not so it's not official. We have guns, but I don't know how it's in English. So not real gun.
Oh, I don't know.
Like a paintball gun?
Look like in tier, to go to attractions where you can
Like a fake gun.
fake gun.
Yeah, okay.
Look like this.
Okay.
So this we have, but not real.
No, I can see that's very different. No, America has a strong fascination with the guns. It is deep into the culture.
Yeah.
It just truly is. Since the beginning. And so, but it's something that will always be an issue, a political issue as well, because not everybody loves guns.
Yeah.
But it's such a part of our culture that, I don't know if it's accepted, but the guns outnumber us.
Yeah.
But that's a very good question.
That's
And it is very
that's
different.
crazy
Yeah.
insight from Ukraine. Yeah, that's
Of course,
yeah.
of course. And I was really surprised because American people, they are so really very friendly. Much friendlier than Ukrainian people. Because, for example, in my first day, I went to Walmart and I...
Well, welcome to America.
Of course. First my day, I went to Walmart and I stay...
She can fly right back home.
Yeah. And I stay near the bottles, and I didn't know, so I can't change which water I want. So, and women came to me and said, "Oh, you have problem with water? You can't change?" I said, "Well, yeah, I didn't know which water is better. So I will explain you. So this water is good. This water is bad. If you want, you can take this water. And for me, this is the best, because really, for me, find the best water is really very difficult." And I said, "Well, okay, I understand you." And after that, she said, "If you want, I can follow you. Show what do you want. If you explain me what do you want,
helping out, yeah.
I will help you." And
Yeah.
for me, it's really it was it was really fantastic because in Ukraine I can I can say that many people came to you and said, "Oh, you have problem with your water. Oh, I will help you." So
That's so
look like
funny.
this, and really American people, they are much friendly.
Much friendlier.
Plus, I'm assuming in the Ukraine, perhaps not 40 kinds of water. Many
No,
kinds
we
of
have
water.
we have many kinds.
Oh,
We have
many
many
kinds. That's
kinds.
good to know.
But in the United
2019.
States, a little bit more.
Yes.
Always
Choices.
a little more.
Choices.
A little bit more, yeah. And for me, it was a really, I was surprised. Of course, I don't know this word in English. I will explain you in my hands now. So you have
Todd's
many.
good at charades.
Yeah, you have many houses, yeah, and your houses is not split. Each house is not split.
Is like a row house, like many houses connected?
Like
So yeah,
apartment?
many houses, many houses connected, and they are not split. Their area not split.
Yes.
So
they're
they are not.
semi-detached or completely or not
Maybe
detached.
maybe you you understand me?
Yeah, I think we would call them like a row home.
A row home?
A row home. Or I'm from New Jersey, and that's what.
So
Yeah, that sounds alright.
this thing which split areas, yeah, we split, and this is your area, yeah, your
This
your
is great
square.
because those listening on the podcast can't see the hand
Yeah, the
motions.
hand gestures.
Yeah.
She's
Because-
making a
Yeah.
square.
The square, yeah.
It's a square, yeah.
Yes.
So you didn't split your area and area with your neighborhood, because in Ukraine, yeah, we built along these
They're connected
things.
in Ukraine or no?
Or giant buildings.
Like an apartment?
apartment?
No, not apartment. So it's a thing we.
What was that? That was loud.
Do you get the emergency broadcast signal?
sounds
Crazy. Yeah. Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, so here's our house, yeah. Here's a big area, and here's I said about your house, yeah, about your apartments, not apartments, about your house in United States. So you have only grass, and didn't have things which split your area, an area with your neighbor.
Maybe like a fence. Is that what
yeah,
you're
maybe
describing?
fence,
Or a
yeah.
wall.
Wall,
Or a shrubbery.
Yeah, wall, which split because we built in Ukraine really huge walls. Yeah, so nobody
It's very
can.
private.
Yeah, much private. But in United States, I didn't see huge walls. So for me, it was I was really surprised that for you. That's what I can say. That you're so really very friendly. Yeah, you want to make friendship with people,
We like
with your
people.
neighbors.
Yeah.
But yeah, in Ukraine, for me, I was really so surprised. Surprised. So it's really great.
First time in a camp trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trailer.
Trailer. All right, The Great Russian Nutcracker is in Ogden, starring Mariaa here at Ostad Auditorium at the Ballet Browning Center for the Performing Arts, Friday, November 29th, and then 2 performances on Saturday, November 30th, one at 1 p.m. and one at 5 p.m. Get your tickets, nutcracker.com or Onstage Ogden.
Or Onstage Ogden.
Onstage Ogden.
.org.
Yeah. Mariaa, you're amazing. Thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for inviting.
Do you have anything else, Todd?
Now, thank you so much for your time. Where are you headed next?
Oh, I don't remember the city.
Denver? Was it?
Denver,
No,
near-
not Denver.
Not
Denver
Denver.
will be the next.
She's on
So-
quite the adventure.
Well,
Yeah.
have an
Yeah.
amazing time. Everybody's going to be so nice.
I hope so. Yeah, it's really.
Yeah.
And if you need to, come back anytime.
Of course, I know that I can get back to this
She'll
trailer.
be back here for Thanksgiving.
Yes. You're right
One
here.
more time.
Yes, I love it. All right.
Yes.
Thanks, Mariaa. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, put a bow on it. That is a wrap for episode 19 of the Nine Rails Arts Podcast, produced by the Banyan Collective, arts and adventure podcasting since 2010. Do not miss an episode of the Banyan Collective's Nine Rails Arts Podcast as we explore what it means to be an adventurous creative in 2019. Here are the stories of Ogden's new Nine Rails Creative District, including those of the district's epicenter and homes of artisans, designers, and creatives inside the Monarch Building. Follow the 9 Rails Arts Podcast on Facebook and also on Instagram at the number 9 for 9 Rails. And for more from the Banyan Collective, simply search the Banyan Collective on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. This week, we'll leave you with a live version of Carrie Myers as recorded, and this was a really good time, live in Proper Way Studios hangout session. 1/3 of the Proper Way off her new album, It's Fine, Right? This is Carrie Myers with an acoustic version of Let Me Down Easy.
I would tour with you in a minute. Like
Oh,
for
yeah.
a minute.
Dude, we have so much fun. You should come with us sometime.
Rip me to bits, chewing and spit, swallow your apologies. There's no use for it. I'm already gone. 6 feet and it's done. Bury what remains, but please don't mark the grave. And there's no way out. There's no inkling of doubt. There's no way that you could slip through all the ropes I tied to get you. Won't let you down. If you let me down, down easy. Going to bed. When I resurrect the morning, if I lunch to you, I'm mourning. Let me down. Let me down. Let me down easy. See where you were, outlines are blurred. The space you kept is empty. There's a room where you occurred. Please let me out. Let me down. Let me down easy. Lunch to you, I'm mourning. Let me down. Let me down. Let me down easy. Oh, let me down. Let me down. Let me down easy.
Yeah, proper way.